Hello, as I promised, I'm going to make you a video explaining the application, the economic application for the straight lines. So this is chapter 2, lines, part 2, economic application. We will recap what is a line. A line shows the relation between two variables, for example, y and x. It has the slope b and the intercepts, x-intercepts and y-intercepts. The slope means if x increases by 1 unit, y increases or decreases, increases if the slope is positive, and decreases if the slope is negative by b units. So if b equals the 3, if x increases by 1 unit, y increases by 3 units. If b equals minus 3, if x increases by 1 unit, y decreases because it's minus by 3 units. The intercepts. We have the y-intercept. It's when x equals 0, y equals a. And we have the x-intercept when y equals 0, x equals minus b over a. Or you can solve it, replace 0 with its value here, and solve for x. This is a recap. We can show this relation on a graph. On the x-axis we have the x, or whatever variable after the equal. And on the y-axis we have y, so whatever variable before the equal. We take 2 points, whatever 2 points. I'm going to, so for example, the y-intercept and another point. And this is the line. This is increasing, the slope is positive. You can draw another line like this one. This is decreasing, the slope is negative. Okay, so for the economic application, first, the demand. The demand is a relation between the quantity demanded, so the quantity that you want to buy, and the price. If the price increases, you want to buy less, so the quantity demanded decreases. If the price increases, your demand, or you want to buy more. So we have a positive slope for the demand. So the relation between the quantity demanded and the price, we have a negative slope. So the relationship between the quantity demanded and the price has a negative slope. Example, QD equals 5 minus 10p. This is an example for demand. We can find the inverse for this demand. The inverse of this demand is whenever the price is before the equal and the quantity demanded is after the equal. So we find the price function of QD. So we move the price before the equal, it's negative here, so now it's 10p equals 5, and the QD becomes minus QD. Now P equals 5 minus QD over 10. P equals 5 over 10 gives us on the calculator 0.5 minus 1 over 10 gives us on the calculator 0.1 QD. This is the inverse demand. So the demand is a line that shows the relation between quantity demanded and the price. We can find the inverse of the demand, which is price function of QD. In the two forms, we have a negative relation between QD and P. We have a negative slope. Let's compare this demand line with the general line. Instead of Y, we have P. Instead of X, we have QD. What is the slope here? It's minus 0.1. What does it mean? If QD increases by 1 unit, P decreases by 0.1. So the slope here is minus 0.1. It means if QD increases by 1 unit, P decreases because it's negative by 0.1 units. Let's find the y-intercept. The y-intercept, we don't use x anymore, we use QD. So if QD equals 0, let's replace, instead of QD, put 0. P equals, in this case, 0.5. So P equals 0.5. The x-intercept, if QD, what is QD? If P equals 0, let's replace 0 instead of P and solve for Q. QD equals 5. Let's draw the demand line. On the x-axis, we have QD. On the y-axis, instead of y, we have P. Let's take 2 points to draw this line. Here's the first point. This is the first point. And this is the second point. When Q equals 0, P equals 0.5. I don't need a detailed scale. When P equals 0, this is QD equals 5. This is the first point, this is point 1, and this is point 2. And here's the demand line. You see that the demand line is downward sloping. It's decreasing. When Q increases, P decreases. This is the demand line. Now the supply.